just breathing into what wants to come through me, what wants to be shared, and that feels really good. Also, like, as I'm doing that, just checking in, like, what's mine? The day is so busy. There's so much that happens. So just continually coming back to this place of asking and being able to check in with what is actually mine and not that of maybe the room or the space or, the last person that I saw, but checking in with what's mine, what's me, and trusting that I'm coming from that place. And right now it feels too like that heart-centered place, like what is actually mine, and being with that, discovering whatever that might be. And sometimes we don't know, like we don't know what's ours. And I think too, as I feel like I'm, constantly evolving. My mind is working through these things and I'm processing and I'm shifting. I'm shifting the way that I look at life. I'm shifting the way that I'm spending my day and spending my time. And so feeling into what's mine in this new way versus maybe how things have been in the past or how I've thought about them in the past. And it can be tricky because then it becomes about not falling into old patterns and old habits and paying attention to the people that we would surround ourselves with, because it's so easy to, because of the way that we are with one another, the way that we are in connection with one another, that it can trigger us to fall back into habits and patterns that we used to have unknowingly. And that can at times be a struggle. That at times can be frustrating to feel yourself evolving, but then to be around people that you care about or have spent years with, and suddenly you're finding yourself relating to them differently. Suddenly you're finding yourself wanting to connect with them differently. Do they see you? Do they receive you? Do you know how to even show up as that person, this new person in front of them, with them, in a loving way, right? And being with our voices. I'm finding myself experiencing that right now, being with my voice and what I need to say and what I need to share, and being a little bit unsure of how I want to do it. I think a part of that comes from the uncertainty of how it's going to unfold, right? Like what's going to happen next. But also, I don't want to do it in a way that I have done it before. Being curious and listening and connecting with, okay, how can I communicate my needs, and a little bit my sadness in a way that reflects where I am right now, and not just falling into a pattern of how I've done it in the past. And it feels a little bit confusing, but it's wanting my attention. So there's this other layer, right? What is wanting our attention? What is asking for us to, look a little bit deeper and take note and give our attention and our love and our focus to, so that we can, I'm thinking of a friend now, and he says the dead wood, right? The things that fall away, the things that we can almost even burn away because we don't need them anymore. They're not helping us, they're not supporting us. So feeling into what that dead wood is, so that we can let go of certain things. And in the process of that, of course, right, making space for something new. So I imagine that once I have the courage, right, once I can breathe and bring myself to this moment of speaking my truth and relating and communicating in the way that I need to in this new way, that it's going to make space for who knows what.